I just don't even. Ah, it was so good. I don't know where to start because now I want to start everywhere.
I'm okay with it, but also intimidated by it.
Hello everyone, this is Mary from Athena's Bibliotheca. I know it's been a while. Hopefully I'll keep posting. We'll find out. I come bringing a vlog. I've never done a vlog. We'll see if you actually see this video, if I like it or not. I will be vlogging my experience with a readathon that I'm participating in, or at least trying to participate in. The readathon is called the backlist readathon, which you are supposed to read books that have been on the backlist. And for me, I'm counting anything that's already on my TBR that I have not purchased this year as my backlist. So anything that I already own, for the most part anyway, I can use for any of the prompts, as long as they fit the prompt, obviously. This readathon was actually supposed to start yesterday on March 9th, but I both forgot and I'm easily distracted. So I'm going to start the 10th of March instead, and it's supposed to go all the way till March 15th. We'll see how I do. I've actually kind of cheated a little bit with one of my books that I'm using, depending on how you want to do a readathon, but I'll explain that when I get to the book that I'm talking about that I kind of cheated on in my interpretation of filling the prompts. Anyways, first, let me show you the first prompt, or let me tell you the first book for the first prompt. The first prompt and then the book for that prompt. Let's go with that. That sounds like a good idea. First prompt we're going to talk about is the shortest book on your TBR. And I don't know if this book is the shortest. I didn't count everything, but I know it's pretty short. It's less than 150 pages. And the book I'm talking about is 9 from the 9 Worlds by Rick Riordan. And this is 9 short stories based around in the Magnus Chase series by Rick Riordan. This series is the one based around Norse mythology. It's really good. Highly recommend. The next book I'm talking about is for prompt Intimidating, which I've chosen The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien, and it's mostly because of the writing and how old it is, but I really want to read it. It's just kind of more of a dense read than I'm used to, but apparently this one is supposed to be easier to read than The Lord of the Rings, but I haven't actually tried to read The Lord of the Rings, but I'm going to start with this. Hopefully I enjoy it, and then I will start The Lord of the Rings, hopefully someday. The next prompt is a recommended read, and this is a book that I've seen on YouTube. I heard that from a YouTuber that the main character has cerebral palsy, which my little brother has cerebral palsy, so I had to pick it up, but I haven't read it yet, so we'll find out if I like it in this vlog, hopefully. But the book I'm talking about is A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer? I don't know how to say her last name. I'm sorry in advance. It's supposed to be a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but the main character has cerebral palsy, so I'm excited to read it. The fourth prompt is Most Excited, which I've chosen Marvels by Kurt Busiek and Alex Ross, and it's because, well, it's a graphic novel, it's in the Marvels universe or whatever. It's basically this reporter talking about different events that happen throughout the Marvel universe, and I wanted to start reading like the superhero comics and stuff, but I don't really know where to start. So I heard that this is a good starting point, or at least it's a good jumping off point, so you'll figure out, oh, I want to learn more about this story, so then you can find the comics that it's based around and read them. That's what I'm going to do with it anyway. So I'm excited to get to this in this vlog. Hopefully you'll see me reading all of these books. The next prompt was a book with a blue cover, and I have chosen Call Down the Hawk by Maggie Stiefvater. This is a book based on a character from the Raven Cycle. It's Ronan, which is fantastic because Ronan is awesome and I love him. I haven't read it because I've been thinking about rereading the Raven Cycle, and I kind of want to reread them before I read this, but I'm not waiting anymore, and it's going to be read in this vlog. And last is a diverse read, and this is the book that I'm kind of cheating on. The book is The Brilliant Death by Amy Rose Capetta, and it's not in here because I had already started reading it before the readathon, which is where the cheating came in. I haven't started the book during the readathon. I had already previously started it. But since I already missed a whole day, I'm counting it for this readathon if I finish it during this vlog. But I've gotten like halfway through the book, a little less than halfway, but it's really good so far. I hope I continue to enjoy it. Anyways, those are the books that I've chosen for this readathon that I'm starting a day late. I'm going to start with, or more so I'm going to try to finish The Brilliant Death. So enjoy me reading, I guess. Okay, I was able to read some more of The Brilliant Death. I don't even know what to say. We just found out some things that we were waiting for, like we were searching for these answers or whatever, and we just found them out. And I'm just like, what the fudge? Why are you doing this? And then after we found this little information out that we were waiting for, something else happened that was something else. I don't know. I really want to continue reading, but I need sleep. I will start reading when I wake up tomorrow, especially since I actually have the day off, which hasn't been happening lately as much as it used to. So I'm excited to have a day off, and I'm gonna spend it reading. You know how I said I was gonna spend my day reading? Well, I kind of did, but not from the books that I was supposed to read. This morning I read a little bit more of The Brilliant Death, which it's getting really excited, but I had to put it down because I went to the doctor's appointment with my mom that she had. While I was waiting for her, I found a fan fiction because that's what I do. I look at fan fiction and I get distracted by fan fiction. It's way more likely than you'd think. I found this really cool fan fiction based around My Hero Academia. If you don't know what that is, you should watch it. It's really good. It's an anime, by the way. So I got distracted by that. And then I got distracted by TikTok. Just, if you're trying to do something, don't go on TikTok. You'll be like, I can be on there for a minute and then, or two, and then I'll get off. And then you'll scroll and scroll, and then you realize 2 hours passed and you haven't done anything but look at TikToks. That's not happened to me before. I'm going to pick up this book now, The Brilliant Death again, and hopefully finish it because it's getting really good. I mean, it's really good already, but I want some answers. Not really answers, but I want the conclusion, but I also know that there's a sequel to it that I don't have, which means it's probably going to end in some kind of cliffhangery ending. Hopefully that doesn't happen, because that'll be very sad. But I'm going to continue it anyway, because I like hurting myself, apparently. Okay, I just wanted to do a little quick update while I'm reading The Brilliant Death. It's really good. It's getting to the good part. It's getting close to the end. But I felt like I wanted to show you this line that Theodora, the main character, just said because I love it. It's perfect. It's like, "Is the story moving too quickly for you?" I asked. "Shall I flip back a page?" I just thought it was the best comeback ever. It's so perfect, and I love it. So, I just finished The Brilliant Death, and you know how I was saying that it was going to end with like a cliffhanger of some sort, and I was going to be really sad I didn't have the second one? Well, that's true. I really, really want the next one, but you know, obviously I don't have it, or I probably would be like, yeah, so I'm ditching the TBR and reading the next one. It's just, okay, so like things you thought you knew just got like, I just don't even, it was so good. I recommend The Brilliant Death. It was really, really good. I don't know what to say because I have so many questions that need answered, but also I'm like happy with things that happened, but I'm sad that with things that happened, and I'm just, it was so good. And I'm so sad I don't have the next one. So there's that. Okay. I have this book that I got from Little Inklings Designs. It's always fully booked planner, and after I finish a book I usually write the review down in this planner, and then I post a photo of it and a little review on Instagram, so Instagram story specifically. So I'm gonna do that, calm down from this madness, and then I will figure out the book I want to read next. I started reading Marvels last night, and I finished it this morning. It was really good. I liked it a lot. It makes me think of the book, I think it's called We All Just Live Here or something, by Patrick Ness. I'll insert a picture of it right here. From what I understand, this book is about people that live in a world where superheroes exist, but they're not the superheroes, they're just living in the world or whatever. They just live here. It makes me think of what this is about, which it's just about a reporter who sees all these things, all these superheroes doing their job or whatever, but they aren't living it, so they don't know very much anything about what's going on. They just have to live there, and it's really cool. It was really interesting and kind of sad because one second they're like, oh my word, I need the Avengers, and then the next second they're like, oh, kill the Avengers, they shouldn't be here, whatever, which it's kind of really sad because that's totally what would happen, especially with the X-Men. The X-Men, they were really like that, which is not surprising. Oh my word. People are so stupid because this is exactly what would happen if superheroes actually existed in this world. whatever, it's fine. But I really liked it. And the back of the graphic novel, they told you where every event that they talked about, like they said, oh, this was in The Amazing Spider-Man volume 34 or something in the back. So if you did want to learn more about it or whatever, you could, which is what I wanted. So I'm glad that they put it there. But it kind of didn't help with the fact that I don't know where to start, because now I want to start everywhere. I'll have to think about that later. But I have to choose another book. But I will show you me coloring in my book on the bookshelf in the Always a Fully Booked planner for this. And I still have to write my review and stuff in it. I just find that fun, okay? I just love that thing. I haven't chosen the book I'm reading next, but I got the package in the mail. I know what it is, but I decided I was going to do a little unboxing in the middle of this vlog because I want to share what's inside because I'm super excited. I got this yesterday because that's just how I am, and I needed it. Even though now I gotta wait until I finish this vlog to read these because, well, they're not backlist. I mean, one of them is, but I said it had to be something already on my shelf that I hadn't bought this year, and I just bought these, so they can't count. The first one in here is Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas, which is the last book that I needed to complete my Throne of Glass series. I still need to read Tower of Dawn, and then I can read this, and I'm super excited about it because I get to read it. Yay! And the beautiful, precious Crescent City. I'm so excited for this book, guys. It's so pretty. Gorgeous. Like, what the fuck? It's so pretty. Look at that map. It's beautiful. Look at that map. It's gorgeous. I love maps and books. They're best. The pages are so thin. They're like Bible pages. There's almost 800 pages in this book. It's so pretty though. Look, it's such a pretty cover. It's so shiny. Anyways, that's what I got yesterday, and it just came in the mail today. I'm so excited. I just gotta wait until after this vlog to read it. I mean, I don't have to. No one's forcing me to finish this readathon, but I'm gonna finish this readathon. Maybe. I was so excited about Crescent City that I didn't even think to look at the back of this to see how many pages are in here. And Kingdom of Ash is 980 pages. Like, what the fudge, Sarah? Why do you make such chunker books? Like, they're awesome, and I love all the characters, and I always spend all the time with them. But that's some chunky books, and I'm okay with it, but also intimidated by it. Well, I didn't really do a good job with this readathon. That's for sure. I haven't read much in the past few days. One, I didn't realize that work was going to be so busy when I last filmed. Yeah, working retail during the coronavirus is not fun. Anyways, but I wanted to say that I did read one chapter of The Hobbit. I did start another book. I just didn't read anything after I started it. But I have a plan to finish it, but it's just not going to happen in this readathon. I'm just not even going to count it anymore. It's just not happening. I know it. But I thought it would be a fun way to end this vlog is to see if I can cheat my way to a win by trying to find spots for the 2 books that I did read in this readathon to count for the other books. I think the host said something about not doubling up, but I'm gonna cheat my way like I did with my other prompt. I'm already cheating in this, so I don't need to go all the way. I probably won't count this for a win, but I just thought it would be fun to see if I could. And if you don't remember, even though you're watching this, so you should know what the books I finished were, but just in case, let me recap. I finished The Brilliant Death by Amy Rose Capetta first. It was really good. And then I finished a comic, Marvels, by Kurt Busiek and Alex Ross. And I also liked this. It was really good. Now I'm going to go through the prompts again and tell you which book goes for which prompt now. Take 2. I just realized that it's take 2, but there's also only 2 books that I read. I know, I'm hilarious. First prompt is the shortest book, and that would be Marvels, is the shortest of the 2, but it's also pretty short because it's a graphic novel, or a comic. I keep wanting to call it graphic novel, but it's a comic, so it's a bunch of pictures mostly, so it's pretty short. It didn't take me very long to read it all. It took me like an hour, 2 maybe. So, shortest book is Marvels. Intimidated. I'm gonna say I was also intimidated by Marvels, just for the fact that I was scared I wasn't gonna like it and I wasn't gonna find anything that I wanted to read afterwards. Like, the whole point of me reading this was because I couldn't figure out what Marvel comic I wanted to start with. I mean, now I don't know what to start with because I want to read all of them still, but I enjoyed it. So it's a win-win. Kind of, it's a win-lose because it didn't do what I wanted it to do, but it still was entertaining to read. For recommended, I could actually use both of the books, The Brilliant Death and Marvels, because both of them I found out about through YouTube, and Marvels I found out through trying to figure out what book I should read first. Most things people were like, read your favorite characters, Marvel comics, and I'm like, I don't know what my favorite character is, I just want to read Marvel comics. Anyways, and then this one came through, I found out about this book from the Fantasy Read-Along, I think it was called, a couple years ago. I don't know, through a specific YouTuber. If I remember her name, I can't think of her name right this second, I'll link her down below. The prompt after that is most excited was Marvels. That was the prompt for this originally. So Marvels is for most excited. That was already part of the plan. The book after that is Diverse, which was The Brilliant Death, because it's diverse. It has a gender fluid, both the main characters are gender fluid, but Theodora's gender is kind of, if you just have to read it to figure out what I'm talking about. And Blue, now I know this is kind of a stretch, it's not like the main cover, you'd think I wouldn't be able to find Blue, but this cover is mostly red and black, obviously, because it's supposed to be Spider-Man. But right down here, right here, is blue. So Marvel's covers blue. Boom, I covered all the prompts with the 2 books I read. I'm a winner. Not really, because I cheated. Disqualified is what I am. But I enjoyed myself. So that's all that matters. I have a plan to finish The Hobbit. Maybe it will work, maybe it won't. Maybe I will have to try for the 4th time to read The Hobbit. Yes, I've tried to read The Hobbit before. I'm still trying to read The Hobbit. I don't know why I'm so on trying to read The Hobbit. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this vlog and you had a good time. And I would highly recommend both Marvels and the Brilliant Death, because they're really good. Hopefully I will make another video for this channel. Hopefully you will see me again. Keep on adventuring.